How are you doing?
I'm good. Running around like crazy, but we all are. So,
I know. How's work? How's Colombia?
Colombia's great. There's always stuff going on there. There's a lot of work to do there, and we're trying to really get up a new department up and running. That's like nurse practitioner recognition. So we're doing a lot of that. That's outside of the School of Nursing.
Yes.
So there's some work that's going on there, and
That
it's
is
all good.
amazing. So I have a funny story for you.
Okay.
When I was entering my master's degree program, I got into a good amount of schools, but it was between Columbia and NYU. And my mom's like, "Oh, Columbia, this is it. You're going to Columbia. You're going to Columbia." I'm like, "Let's go see the program. Let's go visit both schools while we're in the city."
Sure.
We get to Columbia. She's super pumped, like she's the student. And I'm like, yeah, that's nice. I liked the program. It was in an executive leadership program, but I would have graduated with an MA, Master's in Arts, and not the science. So then when we went from Columbia, which was nice and great. She would have thought she was the student and not me. Then we go to NYU, and I'm like, "Oh,
yeah, this is where I want to be."
And I said, "Oh, I love this program, Mom. I think it's," and I was like, "That's why I tell my mentees, go see the schools, go tours, go visit." Because and so every time I see Columbia, she shoves it in my face, like, "Yeah, see, you could have went there."
Listen, the fact that you got in, that's good, and you had your choice of where you want.
I did, but now my favorite was right.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm just so excited to finally get to just network with you, connect with you. You're doing inspiring things, the impact. And I saw you're doing a lot with even, the journals and publishing. And I think that's a topic that our DMPs need to hone in. And it's not to say if you have a master's degree or even a bachelor's, you shouldn't be writing about your experiential learning.
Yeah, we don't do it well, or we don't do it enough, right?
Right.
We write lots of papers in school, but we're not necessarily taught how to, write for like a peer-reviewed publication.
Yes, correct.
Very different writing.
My doctorate degree was the first time I've ever. So I'm like, if I'm not at this DNP program, I would have never been tuned into writing. And we have some great stories,
absolutely
passionate stories that brings us back to basics of nursing.
Definitely. And
it's just it would exude them. Some of it's awareness though, education. They're like, I had no idea. I know nothing about publishing. I like to write, but I don't know how to do that piece.
And even experienced writers, it's not an easy process. And
it's not. They make it so challenging. Yeah. I haven't even published my dissertation because I should. I know.
Yes, you should. Yes, you should. Well, and we'll put that on the list of things to work.
We gotta put that on. I gotta put that on the agenda. I gotta do it, and it's like I think about it every day. Like, why didn't you do all this work and showcase it? And it's happening. So.
And have it, not see the light of day anymore. So
I know
we'll work on that.
We are. So I definitely do a lot of mentorship, a lot of community work. It's very passionate. And a lot of it is it's in nursing, What our future of nursing will look like. This generation coming out, they're much different. These phones, you're at the check-in, you're at the ED, you see the triage nurse, got my mom or dad here, heart failure patient, and they're, it's just like we gotta bring them back to basics, or at least say, okay, this generation learns this way, so how do we tap in?
Right.
So I've been doing a lot of that work, and every day I got a story like, did this just happen on the unit?
Yeah. It's a different world, but
Stephen, oh my.
The basic is caring for another human being, right? And that doesn't change per se. So we need to make sure that we remind everybody of that.
We remind them, and I think because some are coming out post-COVID, they've done a lot just on SibLab, not on real patients, and that compassion and empathy piece. It's like, you guys want to graduate, novice nurses, we're traveling, we're making this, but the empathy and compassionate core piece from our founders of nursing is a gap.
Yeah.
It's a gap.
And look, there's a lot of bad history with nursing too, right? So I'm hoping we break some of that bad stuff and leave that behind. But it's a lot of work to do. There's lots of us nurses out there, but
we got to move forward, and how we move forward. It is the key. And I think, showcasing the variations of nursing, the differences, and how we all still speak the same language is important.
Absolutely. It's all good.
Well, I would love for you to talk to our future of nurses. I would love to have you on. If you want to do publications, how does that look for you? Sure. Nurse practitioner route. We have, and I have a ton of nurse practitioners that join the calls. I watch YouTube videos. They're still in learning mode. We all learn every day.
Absolutely. And I think we have to do a better job with, not selling the future of, it's nurse practitioners. And I am an NP, right? So I'm biased, but I think what I see a lot is people think that nurse practitioners are like the next thing to do, right?
Yes, it is the it thing right now. We're all opening practices, midwives are doing this, and whoa.
Exactly. And they get into it, and they figure out pretty quickly that it's not what they thought it was. And you have nurse practitioners working as RNs because they like their old schedule, right? Or they were making just as much money.
Exactly. Putting in that extra work. Mm-hmm.
And, so I think, and we do this, right? We do this in nursing. Oh, you're a smart bedside nurse. You should get your master's and your doctorate and become an NP. Well, that's not for everybody. Not for everybody. So I think one of the greatest things about nursing is, so many different opportunities. And I've always said, I will continue to say, I think we are a profession that can create our own opportunities.
That's right.
And keep on, charting that course. And that's what I find exciting.
That work. We go back to the work of it.
Absolutely.
That's right. That's
so
right.
I'm happy to.
You're gonna drop some big jewels. You're gonna be dropping gems on these.
That,
but it's so needed. It's so needed. I think it's great for them. It's great for them to sometimes just listen. They can be in the shower, just listen, and you learn so much just by the authenticity of nursing, the realness that you bring. You just dropped a lot of reality.
For sure.
I love it. I love it.
I'm happy to help out in any way that I can. And
you're an asset. You're needed.
And I appreciate the work that you're doing to, see a gap out there and saying, I'm gonna do my part. And
we gotta try. We gotta try. We see the future coming in, and we're not gonna be here forever. It has to keep going. It has to keep going. We're gonna be a patient. Our loved ones are gonna be a patient. So we have to do our best with providing our care and knowledge and practice and how we all hone in together as one.
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Ferrera.
Call me Steven.
I know. Hope you got that DNP. I'm joking. My friends were like, they never call me that at work. I know. Me too.
At Columbia, we have, with all faculty, but the human resources people that I interact with a lot, they're always like, Dr. Ferrera. I'm like, please don't call me that. Like, call me Steven. They're like, I can't not. My mother would kill me if I wasn't using your proper title. I'm like, all right, fine, but you can call me Steven.
Bring it back to the aunties and the mom, or you're going to call him.
Exactly. You are using proper titles, and that's it. So
exactly. It's that home training.
Absolutely. It sticks. It sticks.
Yes,
So.
yes. So I think I definitely want to work around you. Send me a couple dates, times that work for you. We'll do 30 minutes and
that's great.
We get Steven's spin on things.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, we can't wait for this.
World according to me, right? Yeah. No, it's good. I'm happy to do it. And I know that the next few weeks are going to be a little bit crazy with lots of conferences, but I'll throw out some dates.
Yeah, a few dates. I'm no rush. I'm always around.
All right, good.
I appreciate you.
Oh, absolutely. And again, I'm glad we were able to connect. And
yes,
we will touch base again, and I look forward to it.
Me too. Thank you so much,
All right,
Steven.
Stacy.